Normal people can't understand why. People that perpetrate crimes like this are evil. And normal folks like us can't understand why they do that.
We start at 5 with breaking news as investigators confirm a murder-suicide is to blame for the 7 people found dead Monday in Okmulgee County. Thanks for joining us. I'm Craig Day.
And I'm Lori Fulbright. Investigators say Jesse McFadden killed his wife Holly and her 3 children, Michael Mayo, Riley Allen, and Tiffany Guess, along with Tiffany's friends, Ivy Webster and Brittany Brewer. We do have live team coverage this afternoon. We're going to begin with how those victims were killed and where they were found. So we start with News on 6's Reagan Ledbetter live in Okmulgee. Reagan.
Yeah, Craig and Lori, as we know, there's been so many questions about what happened and why this happened. Today, we got some insight about what exactly happened on that property, and we have been told that all 6 victims were shot in the head, and then Jesse McFadden shot and killed himself. Now, we've been told that Ivy Webster, Brittany Brewer, and Riley Allen, 3 of the victims, were all shot once in the head, and they were all found close to each other, about a quarter mile away from Jesse McFadden's house. They were all about 100 yards apart from each other. Now, we've learned that Tiffany and Michael were shot each twice in the head, and then Holly McFadden, Jesse's wife, was shot 3 times in the head, and they were all found about a quarter mile further from where those other girls were found in a very heavily wooded area. Now, as far as the timeline, everybody wants to know right now when this happened. Investigators say right now they don't know exactly when this happened. They say the last confirmed sighting of Brittany Brewer and Ivy Webster was on Saturday night. We all know that they were going to have a sleepover at the McFadden's home, and that's the last time they were seen. We do know that Jesse McFadden's truck was moved and parked across the street at a neighbor's house to be hidden. Investigators don't know right now when exactly that happened. They do say they believe, based off the evidence, that the scene was staged. They believe the victims were killed and then moved to different areas on the property. Now, on Monday morning, when that alert went out for the missing girls, investigators say they did go out to Jesse McFadden's house because they knew the girls were staying there. They knocked on the door, no one answered. They noticed some disturbed dirt, and that's when they backed out and got that search warrant. That's normal police procedure. And when they came back out with the medical examiner's office and with the more investigators, they searched the property and found all of them. Now, again, as I mentioned earlier, the why. Everybody wants to know why. There's a lot of speculation about why this happened, but investigators say that's something they may never know either.
I follow the evidence, all right? And the evidence is that Jesse McFadden murdered 6 people and then killed himself.
Now, as far as the gun that was used, as we know, Jesse McFadden was a convicted felon. He could not have a gun. That gun was bought back in January of 2022 by Jesse's wife, Holly McFadden. Again, the why this happened, we don't know that. We do know that a cell phone was found. It was either Holly McFadden's or Jesse McFadden's, and investigators hope that maybe information on that phone will give them answers to why all of this happened. Live in Okmulgee, Reagan Ledbetter, Oklahoma's Own, News on 6.